Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It's Saturday, the 1st of October, and you can do I was going to say quickie reading. It shows how much I missed that website. And Encyclopedia Dramatica reading, this time on the Kiwi farms. So let's have a little bit of a read. This is another lengthy one. So, and let's give it a bit of a read, shall we? Kiwi Farms, run by Null. The Kiwi Farms is quite a lovely internet forum board consisting of a user base that was so frustrated at their favourite show on Nickelodeon got cancelled, they decided to seclude themselves from the outside world and create a Sprite and semen cocktail known as the Quickie. Yeah, that's the site I miss. Each user had evolved from being those who were simply curious about Chris Clan to being a top internet sleuth, using the formidable power of Google's engines to bring terror in the form of elite cyber hacking and serious consequences for rousing their fury to all who opposed their mighty keyboards. They were known for being as equally talented as their stalk victims, posting endless threads about lolcows and using the forums as their personal WordPress due to not having anyone else to talk to about getting fired for Beats Heart. Many users were noted to have some kind of mental illness, or to be fair, that's basically Reddit and 4chan right there you're talking about. So please do not attempt to approach them without taking proper precautions. Eventually, someone threatened Null's family and run off like the pussy he is. Enemies of Null, such as Vordak and Oliver D. Smith, cleared and claimed to be responsible for the victory. And then suddenly the site came back online and their vengeful rage was felt all over the world. My throat is getting really sticky at the minute. Hard to talk. I think I've got a cold coming on, it feels like. Another one. Unlike the great Encyclopedia Dramatica, which is always open to new users, the Kiwi Farms are closed to new users about half the time due to either lulls reaching high levels. Remember that the farms are a hug box unlike ED forms, or because the admins are retarded. Kiwi Farms, in a nutshell, can either be seen as a last bastion of freedom of speech, or as retard gay ops for coping turfs and incels. As of 2022, the site has been pushed into the dark web for attacking and dead naming trannies. And you got the main picture up there with like Joshua Weiss, or is it Joshua Weiss? I'm not sure. Null, in other words. So let's actually get through. Like always, I'm not going to bother with the pictures, I just want to read it. A prequel to Epic Failure. The users of the Quickie forums eventually realised that their object of affection was not the only person on the internet who could provide them with the lulls so they so desperately crave. So they followed the path of their beloved senpai once more and expanded the forums to include other special individuals. This proved to be mildly confusing to the users, who cried out in one voice, "I do not like change," and nervously clutched at their life alert buttons. The forum was renamed to the Kiwi Farms, a very rough phonetic approximation with a dash of imagination of the Quickie forums, in February 2015 by some amazing individual. So I didn't know that. I didn't know it was originally the Quickie forums. So it was like just Chris Clan stuff. and then it like moved on to other lolcows as well. So in other words, that's how the Quickie website was formed. So it was like all Chris Clan stuff on one website, and then everything else on another one. In other words, Null gradually took over I keep wanting to call it Quickie Farms, but it's Kiwi Farms forum as other people were arrested by the FBI and moved on to long prison terms to get arse raped. He spends all this time making sure there is no fun to be had on the forums, as well as helping everyone on his site lose weight by drinking no less than 37 Coke Zeros a day. They're full of sugar. All Coke is full of sugar. Currently, some of the old mods from the era reside in a website known as the Quickie Club, which is a semi-dead but active forum run by Glav and Hellraiser. Okay, that's a new one, but I'm pretty sure that's dead at the minute. How the average Kiwi Farms user spends their day. Everyone on the Kiwi Farms website had sob stories about being molested, so you can guarantee some of their internal wiring has come loose. They stalked and catalogued people they repetitively referred to as lolcows and autists, rarely using any other vernacular and exploding in impotent fury at those who didn't conform to their confronting language. Their completely healthy main hobby was sending people with autism money, and in discussing how giving someone a source of income is not required to be reported to the IRS, completely trolled as the recipient due to tax evasion reasons. Ironically, enough these 1337 IRL hoaxers didn't realise that prepaid cards and cash counted as gifts due to no commercial goods or services being exchanged, and therefore is not necessary to declare any tax form of the United States unless income was generated from the gift afterwards. Since Chris Clan never follows through on producing more comic updates on time, and no one in their sound mind would see him as a business owner, they basically ended up giving him money and expecting nothing except to autistically follow his actions when he spends it. I basically got some pictures that people would give him thousands back in the day. I really don't know why. Along with the Quickie, they had another great another partner site where you can read about low lives such as the lolcow Ricky, which was Null's pathetic attempt to find meaning in his life after Chris Clan finally had sex. That was the day. That was the day the mass of gentlemen on the Kiwi Farms all found themselves less socially adept than a retarded man-child who drank his own cum. Play nice. Despite being a forum dedicated to trolling, members of the Kiwi Farms were very delicate themselves and required a strict set of rules devised by an authorization leader to protect him from being bullied. Failure to comply to these rules would result in an immediate ban, and the admins poking through all your private messages, as pretty sure it's illegal, in an attempt to stamp out the root cause of your insubordination. So let's read the forum rules right here. Lolcows are bizarre people / groups / events that are on the internet. You can and respond negatively to people in a funny way. These are not countries, political figures, celebrities, your high school bullies, or some random YouTuber. This isn't a drama queen. Be civil. Don't aggressively attack and insult the people or groups we talk about. Don't get emotionally charged about things that don't matter. If you need to tell people that you're better than someone, you're probably not. Write descriptive title topics. Hunger mythos is better than girl thinks she's a corgi. Keep them as brief as possible. Hide your power level. Avoid revealing intimate personal information about yourself on public boards. These threads are not your personal blog, and we are not an asylum. Don't white knight. Don't turn threads with people of interest into an intervention. There we are. You are not their protector. If you want to help, contact them privately. No trolling plans. Don't use this forum as a place to organise trolling efforts. We cannot control your behaviour off-site, but expect to be banned and ridiculed if you do something embarrassing. Do not create topics about forum members. This extends to all existing members of the forum who were first discovered by their presence here. If you think that they deserve one, ask staff first. We at Encyclopedia Dramatica are kind enough to provide an accurate translation to these rules in the universally accepted language of English without being a giant floppy vagina. Be civil. Disagreeing with another poster is only acceptable when addressing them with the horrific titles of sir or ma'am, and ending all posts with a polite thank you or cordially yours. Please write descriptive topic titles. Admins were too busy reading your private messages to rename threads, so please assist in optimizing the SEO. Hide your power level. Forum members need to be reminded to not self-dox, as they tend to get excited and post their personal information about themselves on a website dedicated to exploiting people's personal information. Don't white knight people. Unless of course someone is exposing null, in which case you'll become a moderator. No trolling plans. Please keep trolling plans in private messages, because of the admins might shit a brick if they're ever caught in a lol suit. Do not create topics about forum members, because members are not able to cope with bullying. Gallery of the gorgeous people. The users who frequented Kiwi farms are exceptionally beautiful and full of creativity. For more pictures and stories of how none of the Kiwi farms user base can operate in normal society or hold down the globe, click here. So you basically got all the moderators, and yeah, they look like Roy's a neckbeard for one, he's no good. Basically people who don't have a good job, I'm guessing. I don't know. That need to get a life, but Kiwi Farms is down, so hopefully they got a life. Quotes in the background. Where my mouse? There you go. Whoa, there we go. This mouse is acting funny. I might need to replace it soon. Okay, we just got a picture. Here we go. I love all my lol cows as much as if they were my pumpkin bags, and that was the Kiwi Farms 2219. I have people on my own fucking website telling me what words to say, and it is so fucking insulting. Now it's null getting pissed about others trying to contribute to his website, and that was that. Okay, so we got loads of topics there. We're not gonna loads of quotes. We're not gonna go through them all. Summary of the sub forums. Active. Lolcows, a haven for personal army requests and people obsessing about searching the next CWC. Christian Wrestling Chandler discuss in extreme detail every single thing that CWC posts on Facebook and deeply observes each word he types. You may even become CWC's own White Knight. That's the main one, of course. Ethan Ralph, sometimes referred to as the Gunt or Vague Pig. He is one of the most active members of the Gamergate movement and the surge in the anti-SKW YouTube. He went from far-right figurehead to internet laughingstock. Currently, he is seen as an A-log and a joke to his former fans. He hosts a gay podcast known as The Kill Stream. Beauty Parlour. Ham-beasts and trannies and still other ham-beasts, cosplaying trannies and Onision. Number one source for Fed posting and Hugbox for Josh's angry turfs and lesbian audience. Animal topic. Troll shilling furry orgy. Off topic. Mostly consists of members whining about their own personal issues. Only handicapped users are allowed in. Forum discussion. Users used for complaining about like I care. Spurgatory. Spurge category. There you go. Locked threads that triggered the admins. Wiki discussion. Discuss the mind blasting rules of text Null writes as articles for his horrendous attempts at creating a new ED. Top secret inner circle. Despite trolling being banned since Kiwi Farm's inception, this used to be a secret subforum where an elite cast of users could troll an autistic man-child by pulling the same fake girlfriend shit that they publicly decried as unfunny and old. After its exposure, it has only been used for shitposts. Sent to Spectacular. Deagle Nation. Talk about one of the biggest hug boxes on the entire website. Jace showed up and told everyone, "Look at me, guys, and I'm an epic lolcow." Twice, who was Jace's best friend and leader of no, this is all like fucking clickable shit. Jesus Christ. And the leader of the Skulls proclaimed himself to be an architect's men's, I can't even say that, men's right group. Months later, catching up with the events of Jace and Twice's actions, Hugbox was born. Twice was caught by Kiwi Farm's users doing Jan Runkowski's stream account. What do you mean, Jewish? Which led to the revelation of that parkour dude 91, which was a fictional character Kiwi Farms users spotted a stream account in a live stream linked to Jan, a member of $1 million Extreme, which led to the suspicion that Jace was a hoax, causing the words Jace Connors is a hoax were placed in big red letters on the top of the Kiwi Farms during or before the 23rd of February 2015. It was found to be the members of the farms noticed the similarity between the faces of Winkowski and the early Jace videos. It took a while for the subforms to die afterwards until the 13th of August 2015. The form was archived. Sonicu. Read retarded user fanfics. Retarded user fanfics and look at every fan art of Chris's amazing OC. Nowadays, the section of the site has been merged with the CWC forum. CIS Center for Cultural Oppression. Discuss everything of a filthy communist scumbag has to offer in his life. Britannia. Britannia. I can't say that without saying it with a T. Everyone's favourite nutty and delusional lolcow, Tranny Britannia Woo, now has her own section after thousands of pages of her pages discussing the goal of being a congresswoman and being the centre of attention of Gamergate 24/7. Moleman 9000, one of the sub-forums on the lolcow besides Chris Clan, enjoys stalking a sped on Ricker, who is known for producing trippy fictional universe such as the Neitherverse. Lee Enterspear, a sub-forum so unfunny it is often to be considered to be the worst sub-forums on the Kiwi farms. This sub-forum is full of reams, A-logs and cartoon-watching man-babies. The man was responsible for Mr. Enter's ED page. Oh, this is Mr. Enter, okay. Was also responsible for various sign and off-site drama which led to the creation of the Enterspear. He was later doxxed for his retarded posts, later leaving behind a funny thread about a man who fucks duckies for a living. This user was forever mocked and ridiculed on the internet, causing him to disappear forever. This subforum triggered the admins more than any other thread. Within the subcategory, and it was the worst until it was topped by thread posting in the beauty parlour, which was so bad it killed the website. Tumblr. Obsess over the social justice warriors and fight for men's rights. True Capitalist Radio, now dead due to no one caring. Dark-Sided Phil, Sons of Kirigima, rejects and former members of the Circle Jerk about how bad DSP is at video games, and get themselves doxxed by other Kiwis for being infested with internet AIDS. Love Shy Therapy Centre, ha ha ha. Amberlynn Reid, an unfunny, disgusting 600-pound woman who lies about losing weight and dieting. Some forum posers jack off to her fat folds in secret, while others post because they are insecure about their own weight. Isabella Loretta Yankee, the greatest Chris Can troll of all time, known for getting Chris in jail. Don't think they actually got him in jail though. I'm not quite sure anymore. I kind of forgot. Reviews. They are known for, well, actually they are not known for any too many outside their own forums, other than people they search out of personal and coherent ways in order to attempt to gain growth of understanding of the human condition. We've got some review shit right there. Apparently they are listed as a safe place for people with autism. What? We believe this is due to the large amount of caring individuals with the empathy for those who are inflicted with a mental illness on Kiwi farms. Well thought out videos created by the Kiwi farms. The other video over there, we're not going to watch it. Kiwi farm shut down for using a sneak trick. Trolls hate him. And we got, here lies Kiwi farms forums, they'll never score. In mid-January 2017, Null's mum grounded him from the TV and Diet Coke because someone informed her job about the Kiwi farm's existence, which led her to be fired. It's a bit over the fucking top, innit? It had nothing to do with her. Null, a veteran of 420 e-battles, remained ever calm. He wiped the sweat from his brow and murmured to himself, "I'll show these dirty trolls," and took control of the situation by removing the Kiwi Farms site from the servers without informing the user base. The selfless act was not enough to save him from the consequences, as his family was literally murdered to death afterwards. Was that fucking true? I don't think that was true. It is uncertain as to whenever the murder took place over the DSL or dial-up, but according to our local FBI experts, it is impossible to survive a clawhammer attack through the internet. In other words, they got doxed. no matter how many proxies you hide behind. Afterwards, the heinous killers requested a non-redactable copy of the user and private messages tables and a photo of Null's penis. Fucking hell. Yeah, Doc Cassidy. That's the one that docks him, I'm pretty sure. Never mind. Sadly, Kiwi Farms is back online. Null trying his glue base for even more shekels, and after the IRL drama. If I click on that, will it actually take me to the Kiwi Farms? No, it's just an archive. Never mind. Troll's Remorse. We have more fucking shit. Having his ass handed to him earlier this year when his mother got fired. Okay, this is still old stuff, 2017 stuff. And made him shut down the Kiwi Farms. Owner of the site Null has been afraid of his own shadow, and ordered users to remove all references to the Doopy do-over that doesn't show her in a good light. That doesn't show her in a good light, or kisses her ass, because Doopy has started crying and threatening suicide, the drama whore fashion. Since they all fell under the description of Omega Male, they will readily obey anyone that remotely resembles a girl, and quickly obey their trailer park princess, and remove Chris Clan Saga's reference in Doopy, because they both felt bad and hurt their and they hurt her feelings, and hoping that obeying the meth head monarch, they will get their dick sucked for readily being obedient. A possible alternate theory states that unlike Chris Clan, Doopy comes in a large army of horny boys that will defend the honour of both the Bathsal Baroness, still gushy from his last drama, where he readily put his arse in the air with a flag planted in his arse saying "Dick goes here," and shut down the Kiwi Farms. Null willingly obeyed his new masters of unwashed boys sent to him by Doopy, that they told him to leave their mistress alone because his mum has already threatened him that if she loses another job, he will have to leave his basement and go get a new one. Doopy on the Kiwi. I'm just getting my drink right here ready. After the Chris Clan incident, Doopy do-over felt the need to reaffirm herself as a pretty girl, needing a place that had no clue on what a girl should look like, act like, or sound like. She parked her flabby pancake arse squarely on the Kiwi Farms, hoping to get all the little boys riled up. Once they figured out, like most people do, she was only using them and hoping they would support her at $25 a month for her shitty art. Kiwi Farms quickly kicked her out, and she was quickly forgotten and replaced with another object of worship. I need a wet in my throat with that. That was good. Le Bayou DOSS or DOS. A diaper SNES emulator developer by the name of Bayou has had a thread on the site. Wait a minute, he wasn't the one that did SNES X9, was he? I hope not. Upon seeing the thread, he shut his diaper so hard mouse shit flew right out of his mouth, and he decided to offer Null $120,000 to take down the thread. When Null didn't do it, Bayou told Null he was going to become a hero. Left his Twitter went nuts and decided to DDoS the farms. Some argue that the Mango Farms was responsible for the faggotry. Others know that Bayou faked his death. And we got a new bit here. Kevil's DDoS and censorship. Here's a brand new bit. It's been updated at last. In March 2022, internet trans lesbian and overall trash bin, Keffels decided that the farms was getting free laughs at her expense. In the act of butthurt, she and her tranny army lashed out at the farms by doxing, by DOSing the site and snitching. Being Tumblr tranny trash, she looked down at her exposed gash where its penis was, and cried out to people giving honest opinions on the internet. One tranny's humiliation from the internet, laughing at them because they chopped off their dick, proved to be the downfall, for now, of the Kiwi farms. That's the thing, 'cause they're saying the Kiwi farms is slowly coming back. After his DDoS attack, sponsored by his White Knights, failed miserably, Keffel started a Twitter campaign known as Dropped Kiwi Farms, which successfully pressured Cloudflare to kick out the Kiwi Farms from their service. The website soon moved to the Kiwi Farms RU and DDoS Guard, but it didn't take long before Josh got B from DDoS Guard. I got banned from that as well. Josh also got in trouble with the Icelandic domain registrar, which was proving kiwifarms.is are providing, putting said domain on hold to the Kiwi Farms being reported as a site hosting child porn. Fucking hell. Yeah, he needs to find an actual proper site that knows what they're doing, or a proper server that knows what they're doing. After temporarily leaving the farms only accessible through Tor and top SD domains, which were really slow, Josh got the net back up with another DDoS protection known as Dramrule. Keffels and her army of White Knights, or his army, because it's a man, of White Knights didn't take this lightly and soon pressured Dramrule and B and Josh again. Top was also taken down recently. Yeah, you never fucking win with that lot. It's fucking disgusting. After getting butthurt by the laws of the internet that have changed to be more strict afterwards, Fed posting and doxing, in which some out of touch username can't get behind, users lashed out at the review bomb service, but Keffels, being a social justice crybaby, saw the opportunity to review bomb the site with positive reviews. With Josh currently being playing the cat and mouse game against Keffels, his White Knights and DDoS protection services was the best way to browse the farms through their Tor hidden service. There's also a Kiwi Farms ST, which used to be quite slow and unstable, but seems to be getting faster and more reliable as time passes by. Which one would you prefer depends on your habits. In August 2022, a programmer sock-wearing tranny used a script injector to install Toonshine hacks onto the farms. On the 18th of September, really recent one, they got batshit insane with it and started deleting fucking everything. All the forms were deleted, Kiwi fags were sad, and nothing of value were lost. And now the only way they can connect with each other is through their spam riddle Telegram chat, which is being monitored 24/7 by lurking troons. That's the thing. It's like they really needed to do backups of that stuff. Alright, we got to the end of it. There's some pictures there. See also EDF2, Null, Cow, Autistic Legion of Doom, Margan, Wrong Planet, AV Sean, DPD Rover, Eclipse, Adorn Test, and Bayou. And we've got some links here. KiwiFarms.net was deleted, but guess what? We're gonna have to give it a go. Something's loading up. That's a fucking foreign site, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to bother with that. It might be up, might not. Kiwi Farms on Tor, currently the best way to browse the farms after they got deleted. Tor is required, so we can't see that. Kiwi Farms SD, the second best way to browse the farms and the best way for clearing it. Used to be slow and unstable, but seems to be faster. Okay, let's actually try that. I think I did try it though. I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't work. Cool Autism, the best successor forum. Kiwi Farms Stream Group, Kiwi Farms Fed on that. EDF6 Fed discussing the Keffel situation. The Tumblr account dedicated to doxing the Kiwi Farms users. A shitty podcast called The Lolcast, which was so unfunny that several people has died from its overall terribleness. Null, Joshua Moon and Personal Agendas. Null's one-to-one page. Fed on fucking Lego forum. Obamatron, My Best Friend. Null's response to Autism Cool. And the Null Chronicles, Autism's Cool thread on Null. Reviews, obviously the quickie. Guess what? Not loading. The quickie don't work, obviously. Lockism's review on the site. Wrong Planet's review on the site. Self-diagnosed autist gives their opinion on the Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms ED article. Kiwis discuss the article locked by Null, and the review. The farms thread on responding to the review, and the Kells thread, that and the archive bullshit. Part of a series on sites and trolls. So there you go. Job done. Wonderful. Almost 40 fucking minutes. These are getting really longer. Next Saturday's one is going to be shorter though. I'm going to be talking about something related to the Kiwi Farms, but it is a shorter article. It's much shorter. I can get it done in like 5 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to support me in any way you can use the information on your left hand side of the screen. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.